Welcome back. We're still talking tobacco and smoking, and I want to go to Mr. Bode Oluwafemi now. I heard something about a visit to the governor of Lagos State. Yeah, what was that about?
Yeah, you know, we all love Governor Babatude Raji Fashola.
Well, yeah.
Obviously, all of us as Nigerians are proud.
He's a good guy.
I think he's a good guy, and he's a brilliant guy, and we of this generation are proud of him. But we think that he made a major misstep by the celebratory way they welcome, the managing director of BAT in Alausa. And that has been subject of some, media stories. We think that Governor Fashola ought to have done, or his aides ought to have supported him with some research, even first about the person he wants to host. Okay. First is that Chides Greton, the MD in Nigeria, happens to be among those we call scientists without conscience, who was part of the BAT team that was mandated to dilute the public discourse around environmental tobacco smoke, as well as to come up with policy to ensure that those, laws banning smoking in public places are not enacted around the world, including here in Nigeria. And we are also very worried that this visit is coming at a time that Lagos State is considering a law to ban smoking in public places. And that one of the things we also heard is that the company might be planning to donate to the Lagos State Security Trust Fund. So we quickly had to tell our governor that BAT money will run belly. And that, look, anything that is being done with tobacco companies should be done with extreme caution. Because as of today, we really don't want anything that will have to begin to dig into the political stature of our dear governor. And we like the governor to tread very carefully on this matter. He need to do a lot of background check on the tobacco companies. We are not against smokers. Actually, we see smokers as victims. And one interesting thing is that Lagos State did a survey where it's been documented that 2 persons die a day in 11 hospitals only. So when you extrapolate that science
in Lagos alone,
on the hospitals in Lagos, you find out that actually what the Lagos State government should be asking for, which they actually started asking for during the tenure of Asiwaju Tinubu, is to take these guys to court and seek justice and seek refund of the funds and money spent in treating tobacco-related illnesses and diseases in Lagos State. Is to seek for justice for them flouting our laws, organizing strict secret smoking parties to addict our youth and our children. I think that is the right way to go, not to be shaking hands with a scientist that was given the mandate to deceive the world that environmental tobacco smoke does not cause.
That's a very interesting angle. And like I said, it's a very big fight.
Oh, it is.
And we hear all of these things. So what do you hope to achieve? What is your specific goal with what you've started now?
Okay, so there are many aspects of this campaign. So there is offline, working with media and all that. But the area that I'm particularly, interested in, which is, where I know very well, is the social media. 3 things. One is to get word out there that these are the dangers you're dealing with. Because many times when we don't know the dangers we're dealing with, we kind of think, okay, you know what? It's okay, anywhere Belefe is, we'll do it and all that. But what are the facts? How many people die to these diseases? What are the things that can happen? So we have infographics. And you need to see some of the infographics on some cigarette packs outside Nigeria.
Yeah, I've seen
they
those.
Clearly state, this will kill you. But we don't see that around here. No, that's what, to get information out. The second thing is also this sort of peer pressure. So it was peer pressure that got many people into smoking in the first place. It's peer pressure that gets, Nigeria, a lot of young Nigerians into things like Yahoo. So the idea is the reverse psychology to say, you know what, it's cool to know the facts. It's cool to stay alive. It's cool to make sure that you also get your friends. So that's the idea. The whole idea of social media is social. You can share and all that. That's why we have, tobaccocityrl.ng. There's a game people can play there. It's called Tobacco Dodge. Play the game, have fun, and when you share your results of the game, 2 things you can do. You can post, you have the posting rights to say, oh, you scored really high, and then you can share information so that others can read. And that's the second. The third one is to make sure that when the offline process, the legislative process of getting, the real deal of work done, people can then also mobilize to say, you know what, we need to, because people need to engage in governance. But if it now happens to be, you know, if it happens that governance has to do with something that also causes a lot of deaths, then I think, you know, it's where people really, you know, need to get involved, you know, which is where we're doing a lot of work around social media.
How do you get the legislature involved, for example? Are they going to be hearing from you? Because I think they play a very significant role in all of this, both states and federal.
Yeah. So I mean, of course, recently, we know that there's an executive bill that is going to, like many other executive bills, going to the National Assembly, and when people can then be involved and talk to the legislators, we don't do that a lot around here. But imagine a legislator getting 10,000 text messages from constituents. Now, anybody who is in his or her right senses will know that, okay, this is an important issue that I also need to focus on. That's the kind of thing will happen. But, you know, once that process starts and is going on, there's also the fact that young people on social media can use the facts they have to engage the process, just like, you know, good governance in Nigeria.
Very interesting. Give us the website again. What did you say it was?
TobaccoCTRL.ng. That's like tobacco control.
Control
is CTRL.
Are you on Twitter? Are you on Facebook?
Yeah, you can reach us on Twitter at TobaccoCTRL and on Facebook at facebook.com/TobaccoCTRL. And on Google Plus too at plus TobaccoCTRL. And you can also send SMS to TC, your name, message to 39405. To give away today.
One for me and one for someone.
One for the newest tobacco control champion.
So just mention us on Twitter and then we'll get it across.
Great. You heard of the Twitter handles and the Facebook and the website. So please, like I said, join them. Thank you very much. It's a campaign I'm very, very interested in, especially smoking in public, like I said. Because secondary smoking is something that a lot of people don't really understand. But it's actually sometimes a bigger problem for a lot of people because we go to bars in Nigeria and people you are just in there taking all of it in. I know it's a big problem here, so good luck with all of that. I'll be supporting in my own way.
Within the context of...
I told Celebrity Cost Champion.
Absolutely. Add generator smoke to tobacco.
And you know, it's... Thank you very much, Mr. Oluwafemi. Thank you very much, Olamide and Benga, of course, for joining us today. When we come back, we have a special guest in the house. Like I said, one of my favorite, if not my favorite person in entertainment today. Don't miss it.